While many recognize Memorial Day as the unofficial start to summer, it's also a day to remember those who we've lost in service to our country. Our Thomas Chase joins us with more.
Memorial Day is often known as the unofficial start to summer, but while firing up the barbecues and jumping in the pools, it's also a day to remember all those we've lost in service to our country.
Memorial Day is where we specifically remember the sacrifice made by all the veterans who had given their lives in service to America.
Bruce Edward Haas is the public relations officer for AMVETS Post 1788. He says that the day originally began as Decoration Day after the Civil War before being codified into the Memorial Day that we now know. Haas says that it is important to remember everyone, even those we have lost before the United States was created.
It would be important for all of our local citizens of all ages to get back to the concept of remembering how our nation got started, all the way back to Lexington and Concord, the shot heard around the world, Captain John Parker, and the men who came to they answered the call that morning to go and first start resisting the British oppression, and that's how America got its start.
David Brown with DAV Chapter 52 talked about why Memorial Day is important to him.
If we don't remember them, if we don't remember the service, if we don't remember their sacrifice, we're going to lose a bit of ourselves, and people will forget our history. People will forget how much that has cost us over the past 250 years. And what we need to hold important are those people.
In Whipple, I'm Thomas Chase with WTAP News. This is home.
WTA